the world's most powerful particle accelerator, the Large Hadron Collider.
And Twitter owner and Tesla boss Elon Musk, he has briefly lost his title as world's richest person.
Since his Twitter takeover, the tech billionaire and business tycoon Elon Musk has become a sort of internet sensation. The business magnate and investor behind incredibly successful and world-famous companies like SpaceX, Tesla, the Boring Company, Neuralink, and OpenAI has been setting social media ablaze with his quirky behavior and some downright scandalous statements. Well, when you're the richest man on Earth, that's what you do. The man has been provoking almost anyone he wants, and this time he has challenged the European Organization for Nuclear Research, popularly known as CERN. CERN is an intergovernmental organization that runs the largest particle physics laboratory in the entire world. Based in a northwestern suburb of Geneva on the France-Switzerland border, it was established in 1954 and currently it comprises 23 member states. It is also an official United Nations General Assembly observer. CERN had 2,660 scientific, technical, and administrative staff members back in 2019, and it hosts more than 12,400 users from institutions in more than 70 countries worldwide. Their main function is to produce the particle accelerators and other infrastructure that is necessary for research in the field of high-energy physics. Several experiments have been constructed at CERN through international collaborations as a result. The main site is where Meyron hosts a huge computing facility that is primarily used to store and analyze data from the experiments as well as simulate events. Because the researchers need remote access to these facilities, the lab has historically functioned as a major wide-area network club. Fun fact, CERN is also the birthplace of the World Wide Web. During the early years after its establishment on the 29th of September 1954, the Provisional Council of the organization worked at the University of Copenhagen under the direction of Niels Bohr before it moved to its current location in Geneva. The first ever president of CERN was Sir Benjamin Lochspieser, while Eduardo Amaldi was the general secretary. Originally, the laboratory was devoted to the study of atomic nuclei, but was later applied to higher energy physics. It was mainly concerned with the study of interactions between subatomic particles. And since it became operational, the laboratory has made incredible contributions and achieved a lot in particle physics. Some of its notable contributions include discovery of neutral currents in the Gargamel bubble chamber, discovery of W and Z bosons in the UA1 and UA2 experiments, determination of the number of light neutrino families, creation of the first ever anti-hydrogen atoms in the PS210 experiment, discovery of direct CP violation in the Na48 experiment, and more. Back in September 2011, CERN gained media fame when the Opera collaboration reported the detection of possibly faster-than-light neutrinos. But later, tests showed that the results were flawed because of an incorrectly connected GPS synchronization cable. In 1984, the Nobel Prize for Physics was awarded to Carlo Rubbia and Simon van der Meer for the developments that led to the discovery of W and Z bosons. And in 1993, CERN staff researcher Georges Charpak was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics for his invention and development of particle detectors, in particular the multi-wire proportional chamber. And the latest Nobel for Physics credited to CERN was awarded to Francois Englert and Peter Higgs in 2013 for the theoretical description of the Higgs mechanism after the Higgs boson particle was discovered by CERN experiments. It wouldn't be wrong to say that CERN is one of the most esteemed and advanced high-energy physics research organizations working to unravel the secrets of the universe. So what exactly tempted Elon Musk to ridicule CERN? Well, this time the SpaceX CEO has targeted the revolutionary device that has changed how we view the universe, CERN's very own Large Hadron Collider. Also known as the largest and the highest energy particle collider, LHC, was built by the organization between 1998 and 2008. More than 10,000 scientists, hundreds of universities and laboratories, as well as more than 100 countries, collaborated for its construction. The collider is located in a tunnel 27 kilometers in circumference and lies as deep as 165 meters beneath the France-Switzerland border. The first collisions by the LHC were achieved back in 2010 at an energy of 3.5 tera-electron volts per beam. This was about 4 times the previous world record, and after the subsequent upgrades, it reached 6.5 TeV per beam. The first run occurred between 2010 and 2013, during which the LHC collided 2 opposing particle beams of either protons at up to 4 TeV or lead nuclei. This was the run that finally discovered the long-anticipated Higgs boson. Several other composite particles were also discovered during the first run. After the first run, there was a long shutdown that lasted between 2013 and 2015, after which the second operational run was carried out. After the second run, the collider was again shut down between 2018 and 2022 to prepare for the long third run. It became operational again on the 22nd of April 2022 with a new maximum energy beam of 6.8 TeV. That was achieved for the first time on the 25th of April. The Run 3 officially commenced on July 5th, 2022 and is expected to last till 2026. Scientists are hoping that the LHC will reach a higher luminosity during this run, which is expected to increase even further with the upgrade to High Luminosity Large Hadron Collider after this run. It is one of the most expensive scientific instruments in the world, required 7.5 billion euros to complete. With its 4 crossing points where the accelerated particles collide and 7 detectors designed to detect different phenomena, the LHC is all set to aid physicists in testing their predictions of the different theories of particle physics. They're optimistic about measuring the properties of the Higgs boson, searching for the large family of new particles predicted by supersymmetric theories, and finding answers to other unresolved questions in the field. But it seems like Elon Musk disagrees with this. Back in August, the tech billionaire sent the internet into a frenzy after he tweeted out a supposedly funny meme. The meme depicted a growing devil that bore the text, "Please let me use the CERN Large Hadron Collider." The meme also added, "I am normal and can be trusted with a demonic technology unlike anything the world has ever seen." So it seems like the richest man on Earth thinks that the largest and most advanced particle accelerator in the world is a demonic and evil technology. The tweet was very thoughtfully timed as it came just around the time when the third run of LHC began. In fact, Elon tweeted out the meme exactly 6 weeks and 6 hours after the Large Hadron Collider was turned back on. The collider is on the journey to search for dark matter, using its state-of-the-art particle accelerator to smash atoms together in hopes of making a discovery that could change the world of particle physics entirely. Scientists at CERN have stated that all of the stars, planets, and galaxies in the universe account for just 5% of its matter. At first glance, the meme by Elon seemed like a funny statement directed at technology any normal person would struggle to understand. But some netizens think this dark humid man is actually based on truth. Strangely, many people believe that CERN's technology is incredibly dangerous and could someday be the reason for the destruction of the world. 3 different researchers, including Peter Hughes of Scotland, Francois Englert of Belgium, and Robert Brute, had speculated about the existence of the Higgs boson back in 1964. In 2012, CERN announced that they had found the particle. Putting it briefly, the Higgs boson shows us how and why things have mass. In many ways, it is considered the missing link of physics that was finally proven real by CERN's Large Hadron Collider. Netizens have criticized the LHC for this and many other reasons. Some believe that research conducted by the organization could eventually produce a black hole that would obliterate the planet. Francesco Calogero, an Italian physicist, has actually researched this theory, and because of it, we have ended up with conspiracies proposing that the Large Hadron Collider could be a demonic technology. Unfortunately, Musk only teased Twitter users with the meme and didn't bother elaborating on what he thinks. Does he actually believe this, or was this his way of ridiculing the ones who do? With CERN's recent research being focused on the discovery of a hypothetical particle that could be the constituent of dark matter, conspiracy theorists are more concerned than ever. CERN has, however, said in its blog called Angels and Demon, The Science Behind the Story, that it's very unlikely for a black hole to form as a result of their experimentation. Elon Musk is undoubtedly the king of posting odd things on Twitter, and this one was also considered one of those quirky attempts by most people. But some conspiracy theorists even blamed phenomena like the Mandela effect and reality shifts on the Large Hadron Collider, while others decided to go after CERN's logo, convinced that the scientists working there are devil worshippers. One user commented, "Looks like 666, and another one said, "It's literally 666, you can't deny that." On the other hand, many users found Musk's tweet and the comments validating it ridiculous. He was roasted and slammed by the tech enthusiasts online. A user wrote, "Back to calling technology you don't understand demonic, are we? Very 1400s of you, Elon." While another one wrote, "It's the beginning of the end of the world, pass the popcorn." One user said, "Bro, you got enough money to build your own. Build it and claim you did it so that you could fact-check their research. Rumors about it being a hellgate are greatly exaggerated. The mortally challenged mean us no harm and want to be our friends." People pointed out that all possible outcomes from the running of the Large Hadron Collider are fathomable, so there's no point in restricting their tests and research. The conflicting opinions prompted by Elon's tweet are probably why he decided to buy Twitter in the first place. Netizens have pointed out that Elon is already playing with numerous futuristic toys, and when he finally manages to stop a piece of his space junk from landing on other people's property, only then will he earn the right to criticize revolutionary technology like the Large Hadron Collider. The mixed response to his tweet, posted without an explanation, does seem a little exaggerated though, since it's hard to tell whether he was serious or just joking. It's probably the latter, knowing the man has been launching rockets into outer space, plans to land humans on Mars by 2026, and is all set to begin trials for the Neuralink brain implant in 6 months. It's also important to note that CERN had no response to the controversy stirred by Elon's tweet, and it seems that the organization has actually been talking to him about a collaboration. CERN scientists and researchers have an ambitious plan to unravel the mysteries of the universe, and they might actually need Elon Musk's help. The business magnate revealed back in 2019 that he was approached by the organization regarding the particle collider. Musk said that Fabiola Gianotti, CERN's director, had a conversation with him regarding his tunneling company potentially digging tunnels for a new particle accelerator that could be 4 times the size of the Large Hadron Collider. The Boring Company is an infrastructure firm owned by Musk that is mostly focused on building new tunnels to ease traffic congestion. He also revealed that the Boring Company could actually help CERN save billions of euros. A spokesman for CERN also confirmed to Business Insider that Fabiola Gianotti did in fact meet Elon Musk at the Royal Society. The spokesman also said, "In view of projects for future larger accelerator, CERN is always open to new cost-effective technologies that could lead to their implementation, including the tunnels that will be needed." The Boring Company was founded by Elon back in 2016, and the company unveiled their first test tunnel in December 2018. It's no secret that CERN has already planned several preliminary designs for a future circular collider, which is going to be the most powerful particle smasher ever built in human history. It will be 4 times the size of the existing Large Hadron Collider, and its construction will cost somewhere between 9 billion euros and 21 billion euros. This is just CERN's opening bid in a priority-setting process called the European Strategy for Particle Physics Update. It will reportedly affect the field's future well into the second half of this century. This advanced particle collider would enable scientists to reach energies of up to 100 TeV. Although everyone isn't convinced building the future circular collider is a good idea or investment. Some, like Sabine Hessenfelder, a theoretical physicist at the Frankfurt Institute of Advanced Studies, thinks there's really no reason to believe that there should be new physics in the energy regime that the future circular collider would reach. She also said that the large sums required for its construction would be better spent on other types of huge facilities, like placing a major radio telescope on the far side of the moon or putting a gravitational wave detector in orbit. According to her and many others, both these would be safer bets than the FCC in terms of their return on science. However, if Elon's estimate is correct, then the cost might decrease if his Boring Company is actually capable of building the FCC tunnel with lesser investment. After all, the Boring Company is primarily focused on ways to bring down the costs of tunneling so that it's more economical to build more tunnels. Right now, the tunnels being built by the company are 14 feet wide, smaller than a standard single-lane car tunnel. These are being built by digging machines and are designed for continuous operation. The company estimated that tunnels normally cost almost $1 billion to make. The cost savings have attracted the interest of many others. Musk even told an interested Australian state lawmaker that he could build a 31-mile tunnel outside of Sydney for only $750 million. It is important to consider that in Los Angeles, a subway tunnel typically costs $900 million per mile, whereas Musk claimed that his 1.2-mile test tunnel cost just $10 million to build. One of his cost-saving tricks is to turn the excavated dirt into bricks on site and sell them. This strategy turns a haulage cost into a revenue stream. According to reports, at least 5 billion of the 9 billion euros expected cost of the future circular collider tunnel would be consumed by construction work. And Elon thinks he can save CERN a few billion off that, which is definitely not a bad deal. However, plans for the future circular collider are not yet set in stone. CERN is seriously considering a larger collider to take over, and the Large Hadron Collider stops its operations between 2035 and 2040. Considering the timescale of such a project, the organization will need to make a decision soon.